Every year, millions of older adults begin to lose their vision without even realizing it is happening. At first, it is just a little harder to read small print. Then you find yourself squinting at the menu in a restaurant. And one day, headlights at night seem brighter than they used to. The faces of your loved ones are not as clear, and driving starts to make you nervous. The scary part is that most of the damage to your eyes does not happen during the day. It happens while you sleep. That is the time when your retina needs oxygen, blood flow, and nutrients to repair the damage that builds up throughout the day. But after age 60, that process starts to slow down. Blood circulation becomes weaker. The cells in your eyes become more prone to inflammation. Important areas like the retina and the macula are no longer nourished the way they once were. That is why so many people wake up with eyes that feel dry, blurry, heavy, and take hours to fully clear. And what worries me most is that many people think this is just normal aging. It is not always that simple. In many cases, your body is sending a signal that your eyes are missing some of the most important nutrients they need to protect and repair themselves overnight. In this video, I am going to share the 6 best fruits to eat before bed if you want to wake up with eyes that feel more comfortable, less dry, and clearer in the morning. And stay with me until the end, because the number 1 fruit on this list is something many people already have in their kitchen, but have no idea it could make such a big difference for their eyesight. Before we begin, let me know in the comments, what bothers you the most about your eyes right now? Dry eyes, blurry vision, glare from headlights, or trouble reading small print? Nighttime is not just when your body rests. It is the time when your eyes work the hardest to repair the damage that has built up throughout the day. After hours of exposure to bright light, phone screens, UV rays, dust, and the natural aging process, the cells in your retina need more oxygen, more antioxidants, and more nutrients to recover. But the problem is that after age 60, blood flow to the eyes is often not as strong as it used to be. The tiny blood vessels that feed the retina begin to work less efficiently. The natural antioxidants in your body also decline with age. That is why many older adults wake up with eyes that feel dry, heavy, blurry, or take a long time to fully clear. And this does not just affect reading or watching TV. It affects your ability to drive, walk down the stairs safely, clearly see the faces of your loved ones, and keep your confidence in everyday life. The good news is that a few familiar fruits may help support this repair process if you eat the right ones, at the right time, and in the right way. And now, let's begin with the fruit that comes in at number 6 on the list. Number 6. Golden kiwi. Many people over the age of 60 become used to waking up with eyes that feel dry, irritated, and hard to fully open during the first few minutes of the morning. Some people have to blink over and over before they can see clearly. Others feel like there is a thin layer of fog over their eyes every morning. And because it happens so gradually, they often assume it is just part of getting older. But in many cases, it is a sign that the surface of your eyes and your retina are no longer being protected the way they once were during sleep. This is where golden kiwi becomes special, not the more common green kiwi that tastes a little more tart. Golden kiwi contains higher amounts of lutein and zeaxanthin. These are 2 nutrients that are especially important for the retina and the macula, particularly in older adults. You can think of lutein and zeaxanthin as a natural filter built into your eyes. They help protect the retina from blue light, oxidative stress, and the damage that builds up day after day. As these nutrients decline with age, your eyes become more tired, drier, and less able to see clearly in low light. What makes golden kiwi even more interesting is that it is not only good for your eyes. It also contains vitamin C, vitamin E, and a small amount of natural serotonin. That may help you sleep more deeply and sleep more soundly. And that matters because most of your eye repair happens during deep sleep. If you sleep lightly wake up often, or do not get enough deep sleep, your retina may not have enough time to repair the damage that builds up throughout the day. That is why so many people wake up with tired eyes, even after getting enough hours of sleep. Using golden kiwi is very simple. All you need is 2 golden kiwis about 1 hour before bed. Do not eat them too close to bedtime because the water and fiber in kiwi may leave you feeling too full or make you wake up during the night to use the bathroom. And here is a small tip that very few people know. The flesh right under the thin outer skin of a kiwi often contains more antioxidants than the softer center. So if you cut the kiwi in half and scoop it out with a spoon, try to get some of that outer layer instead of leaving it behind completely. It may not make a difference overnight, but if you stay consistent for about 2 weeks, many people notice that their eyes feel less dry, more comfortable in the morning, and do not take as long to fully clear after waking up. Number 5. Watermelon. There is something many older adults do not realize. Sometimes your vision is not blurry because you need stronger glasses. Sometimes it is blurry because your retina is not getting enough blood flow and oxygen throughout the night. You may sleep for 7 or 8 hours and still wake up waiting a long time before your vision becomes clear. You open your eyes and everything feels a little blurry, a little heavy, almost as if your eyes have not fully woken up yet. If this happens often, one possible reason is that blood flow to the tiny vessels in your eyes is slowing down with age. That is why watermelon is on this list. At first glance, many people think watermelon is just a refreshing fruit because it contains so much water. But watermelon also contains a special compound called lycopene. Lycopene is a powerful antioxidant that helps protect the cells in your retina from damage caused by inflammation and oxidative stress. In addition, the white rind close to the skin contains citrulline. This is an amino acid that may help your body produce nitric oxide, a compound that helps blood vessels relax and improve circulation. When circulation improves, your retina receives more oxygen and nutrients while you sleep. That is especially important for people who often wake up with blurry vision, heavy eyes, dryness, or eyes that get tired easily when reading for long periods. Another interesting thing is that many older adults become mildly dehydrated in the evening without realizing it. They drink less water because they do not want to wake up during the night to use the bathroom. But this can make dry eyes even worse, especially during sleep. Watermelon may help hydrate your body more gently than drinking a large amount of water right before bed. The best way to use it is to eat about 1 to 2 small cups of watermelon around 30 to 45 minutes before bed. Do not eat too much because watermelon still contains a lot of water and may make you wake up during the night. Also, avoid sprinkling salt on your watermelon like many people do. Too much salt can make your body hold on to water, increase pressure in your blood vessels, and may not be good for your eyes. And here is something most people overlook. Do not throw away the white part near the rind. That is where most of the citrulline is found. You do not need to eat a lot of it. Just leave a thin layer of the white part attached when you cut the watermelon. It may not taste as good as the red flesh, but sometimes the least appealing part is the one that offers the most benefits for your eyes. Number 4. Wild blueberries. One of the changes that frustrates many older adults the most is the feeling that their eyes can no longer keep up when the lighting changes. During the day, their vision may seem fairly normal, but once it starts getting dark, when they walk into a dim restaurant or when they drive at night, everything becomes much harder. Headlights from oncoming cars seem brighter. Road signs become harder to read, and it takes longer for their eyes to adjust when moving from a bright place to a darker one. That is not just a normal part of aging. It is often a sign that the light-sensitive cells in the retina are under oxidative stress and no longer functioning as efficiently as they used to. That is why wild blueberries rank so high on this list. These small, dark blue-purple berries are packed with anthocyanins. These are antioxidants that may help protect the cells in the retina from damage caused by light exposure, inflammation, and aging. Anthocyanins are also believed to support the regeneration of rhodopsin. This is an important pigment that helps your eyes see more clearly in low-light conditions. As rhodopsin levels decline, your eyes may have a harder time adjusting to darkness and become more sensitive to headlights or bright lights at night. What is especially important is that wild blueberries usually contain more active compounds than the larger, shinier, sweeter blueberries commonly sold in grocery stores. The smaller, darker berries, often found frozen, are usually the better choice for eye health. A study published in 2024 found that women who ate blueberries at least once a week had a significantly lower risk of macular degeneration compared to those who rarely ate them. In women who ate blueberries 2 or more times per week, the risk was reduced by as much as 64%. Another study involving adults between the ages of 65 and 80 found that consuming wild blueberries daily for 12 weeks improved blood flow and blood vessel function, both of which are important for retinal health. The best way to use them is about 1/3 cup of wild blueberries around 45 minutes to 1 hour before bed. You can eat them slightly chilled or let them soften naturally. But there is one very common mistake many people make. They eat blueberries with yogurt, milk, or ice cream. The protein in dairy may reduce the absorption of anthocyanins. That means you are eating the right fruit but not getting all of the benefits it can offer. If you want to improve absorption, try eating blueberries with a few walnuts or a few slices of avocado. A small amount of healthy fat may help your body make better use of these important nutrients for your eyes. Number 3. Red dragon fruit. There is a feeling that many older adults experience but rarely think is connected to their eyes. They get enough sleep but still wake up with eyes that feel heavy, tired, and not as sharp as they used to. You may sleep for 7 or 8 hours, but everything still looks a little blurry. Colors do not seem as vibrant as they once did. You have to blink several times or wait a while before things begin to clear. In many cases, the reason is not just age. It may be related to your retina not getting enough oxygen while you sleep. The retina is one of the most active tissues in the body. It needs a large amount of oxygen and nutrients to maintain clear vision, especially at night when your eyes are trying to repair the damage that has built up throughout the day. But after age 60, the tiny blood vessels that feed the retina begin to work less efficiently. The amount of oxygen reaching your eyes slowly decreases. This may leave your eyes feeling more tired, more blurry, and less able to adapt to low light than before. That is why red dragon fruit is such an interesting choice. Not the white-fleshed kind. The deep red variety contains more of the compounds that are beneficial for your eyes. Red dragon fruit contains betalains, a powerful group of antioxidants that may help protect small blood vessels and support your body's natural production of nitric oxide. Nitric oxide helps blood vessels relax, which may improve circulation to small structures like the retina. When the retina receives more blood and oxygen during sleep, your eyes have a better chance to recover by the next morning. One interesting thing is that most people eat dragon fruit very quickly and ignore the tiny black seeds inside. But those small seeds contain omega-3s, magnesium, and small amounts of healthy fats that may benefit the optic nerves. If you swallow the seeds whole, your body may not absorb as many of those nutrients. So when you eat dragon fruit, try to chew it a little more thoroughly. The best amount is about half of a red dragon fruit around 1 hour before bed. Do not eat too much because dragon fruit contains a good amount of fiber and may upset your stomach if eaten too close to bedtime. You should also avoid eating dragon fruit straight out of the refrigerator. Very cold temperatures may slow enzyme activity and make your digestive system work harder during the night. Let the fruit sit at room temperature for about 20 to 30 minutes before eating it. That may help your body absorb it better and make it easier on your stomach. It may seem like a simple fruit, but sometimes small changes like this can make a surprisingly big difference for your eyes after age 60. Number 2. goji berries. One of the scariest things about losing your vision is not going completely blurry. It is being able to see the world around you, but no longer being able to clearly see the things that matter most. Small print becomes harder to read. It becomes more difficult to clearly see the faces of your loved ones when they are standing a few feet away. Colors seem more faded, and sometimes the center of your vision may start to look slightly distorted or less sharp. That may be a sign that the macula in your eye is starting to weaken. The macula is a very small area in the center of the retina, but it is responsible for some of the most important parts of daily life, like reading, recognizing faces, watching TV, sewing, using your phone, or driving. When the macula starts to age, everyday life becomes much more difficult. That is why goji berries are so close to the #1 spot on this list. Goji berries are extremely rich in zeaxanthin. This is one of the most important nutrients for protecting the macula from blue light, oxidative stress, and long-term inflammation. Unlike many antioxidants that spread throughout the body, zeaxanthin tends to concentrate in the center of the retina. That means it targets the exact area where many older adults begin to lose vision first. One interesting fact is that in traditional Eastern medicine, goji berries have been used for thousands of years to support blurry vision, dry eyes, and poor night vision. Today, modern science is starting to pay much more attention to them as well. A study published in the journal Nutrients followed adults between the ages of 65 and 80 and found that those who ate goji berries regularly for 90 days had significantly higher macular pigment density compared to those who did not. This is considered one of the most important signs that the macula is being better protected. Another study found that just 1 ounce of goji berries per day was enough to significantly increase blood levels of zeaxanthin after only a few weeks. That is especially important because after age 60, natural zeaxanthin levels in the eyes tend to decline quickly. Using goji berries is very simple. All you need is about 2 tablespoons of dried goji berries soaked in warm water for about 10 minutes, then eaten around 30 to 45 minutes before bed. Once softened, they are easier to digest and your body can absorb the nutrients more effectively. If you want to increase the benefits, you can eat them with a small piece of dark chocolate or a few walnuts. A small amount of healthy fat may help your body absorb zeaxanthin more effectively. The important thing is consistency. Goji berries are not something that creates change overnight. But after a few weeks, many people begin to notice that small print is easier to read, their eyes feel less tired, and seeing the faces of loved ones or driving at night becomes easier than before. #1. Papaya. If there is one fruit I would recommend older adults keep in the house regularly, it would be papaya. Not because it is expensive, not because it is rare, but because it is one of the few fruits that is easy to find, easy to eat, easy to digest, and packed with more eye-supporting nutrients than most people realize. Many people over the age of 60 begin to notice blurrier vision in the morning, dry eyes, watery eyes, less sharp vision, or even early signs of cataracts. The dangerous part is that these changes usually happen very slowly. You may not notice it until small print becomes harder to read, nighttime lights become more uncomfortable, or colors no longer look as clear as they once did. One of the least talked about causes behind this process is glycation. This is when sugar in the blood attaches to proteins in the body, creating compounds that speed up the aging of tissues, including the lens and the retina. Over time, this process may make the lens become cloudier, the eyes drier, and vision decline more quickly. That is what makes papaya so special. Papaya contains papain, a natural enzyme that helps support protein digestion and reduce inflammation in the body. It is also rich in vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E, and beta-carotene, nutrients that are important for the retina, tear glands, and the surface of the eyes. Vitamin A is especially important for seeing clearly in low light. When your body does not get enough vitamin A, your eyes are more likely to become dry, have trouble seeing at night, and feel tired more easily when reading or watching TV. A study published in Clinical Interventions in Aging found that older adults who ate diets rich in beta-carotene and vitamin C had a significantly lower risk of cataracts compared to those who ate fewer orange and yellow fruits and vegetables. In addition, the American Academy of Ophthalmology says that vitamin A and carotenoids in orange-colored foods like papaya may help protect the retina and lower the risk of age-related macular degeneration. The best way to use papaya is about 1 small cup of ripe papaya around 1 hour before bed. Do not eat it when it is too cold. Cold temperatures may make the papain enzyme less active and may be harder on your digestion in the evening. Let the papaya sit at room temperature for about 20 to 30 minutes before eating it. You can also squeeze a little fresh lemon juice over it. The vitamin C in lemon may help your body absorb some of the nutrients in papaya more effectively, while also making it taste better and easier to eat. But there is one very important thing to remember. Do not eat papaya with milk, yogurt, or foods that are very high in calcium. Calcium may reduce the absorption of some carotenoids that are important for your eyes. That is why many people eat the right foods but still do not notice much improvement. Papaya is not a miracle, but if you eat it consistently for a few weeks, many people begin to notice that their eyes feel less dry, their vision is clearer in the morning, and eye strain from reading or looking at a phone screen becomes noticeably better. There is something many people do not realize. You may be eating the right fruits for your eyes, but eating them the wrong way, so your body is not getting all of the benefits. The first mistake is eating fruit with milk, yogurt, or calcium-rich cereal. Calcium may reduce the absorption of lutein, zeaxanthin, and many important antioxidants for the eyes. If you want to eat these fruits in the evening, try to keep them at least 1 to 2 hours away from calcium-rich foods. The second mistake is eating too close to bedtime. Eating fruit right before lying down may make your digestive system work harder, cause bloating, disturb your sleep, or make you wake up during the night. The best time is usually around 45 minutes to 1 hour before bed. The third mistake is not eating fruit with a little healthy fat. Many important nutrients for the eyes, such as lutein, zeaxanthin, and beta-carotene, need fat to be absorbed properly. Just a few walnuts, a handful of almonds, or a few slices of avocado may be enough to make a difference. Another mistake is eating fruit when it is too cold. Many people take fruit straight out of the refrigerator and eat it immediately. But very cold temperatures may upset the stomach and make certain enzymes work less effectively. And finally, the biggest mistake is not being consistent. Your eyes did not become weaker overnight, so you cannot expect them to fully improve after just 1 or 2 servings. The most important thing is not eating a lot in one day. The most important thing is staying consistent for several weeks in a row. Losing your vision is not always just a normal part of getting older. In many cases, it is a sign that your eyes are not getting enough oxygen, not getting enough nutrients, and are no longer recovering as well as they used to during sleep. The important thing is that you do not have to change everything at once. Sometimes one small change in the evening can make a big difference after a few weeks. A golden kiwi, a handful of blueberries, half a dragon fruit, or a small bowl of papaya before bed. These small habits may help your eyes feel less dry, clear faster in the morning, reduce eye strain while reading, and help you feel more confident driving at night. And that is about much more than just seeing better. It is about being able to clearly see the faces of the people you love. It is about reading a text message without squinting. It is about walking down the stairs safely on your own. It is about keeping your independence for as long as possible. So here is something simple I want you to try. For the next 14 days, choose one of the fruits from today's list and eat it consistently before bed the right way. Then, pay attention to whether your eyes feel less dry, whether your vision clears faster in the morning, or whether reading small print and looking at your phone screen becomes easier. And if you try this challenge, come back to the comments and share your experience. I would really love to know which fruit made the biggest difference for you. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe, because sometimes the thing that makes the biggest difference in your health over the next few years is not a huge change. It is just one small habit repeated every night.